Hey everyone, this is my name is Terrance Smith. I'm a YouTuber, actor, and future entrepreneur, and I wanted to tell you of who I am and what I'm about. Well, let's just say that I'm a New Yorker and I live in South Columbia, South Carolina, and I'm a huge fan of WWE and mangas and video games. I'm also a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z as well, like a huge fan. And I'm also a fan of Kevin Smith movies, like the Axe View, whatever the thing is called, Jay and Silent Bob characters. Uh, I'm also a movie writer, and I'm also working on a comic book or manga, whatever you want to call it, called Skies. And I'm also a blogger and a music producer, as you can see on my page right now. I just wanted to let y'all know of who I am and who and what I'll be doing with my pages for now on. And yeah, I'm also going to be streaming video games as well. And I'm also working on a show called Wrestling Fanboy, which is going to be insulting like WWE superstars, New Japan superstars, Ring of Honor superstars. You get it. You get the picture. But I'm also going to be doing some other stuff besides that, like I'll be showing my everyday life type of scenarios on my channels from now on. And you'll be able to see who Terrance Smith actually is behind YouTube and behind everything else. Like, to be honest, I'm one of the coolest guys you'll ever meet. And I'm also one of the shyest guys you'll ever meet as well, but that's for the whole point. But overall, I'm actually somebody you would actually be glad to meet and actually get to know. And really, I'm also working on some other stuff as well. Like my movie, the first movie that I'm writing is called Cafe Lounge, which I'm trying to set for theaters beginning around either whenever I can, which is coming soon. Cafe Lounge is gonna actually star me as a character known as Maxwell. He's actually a bit. It's part of my trilogy of the Terrance Smith trilogy, and I'm also working on video blogs as well, where I'll be telling all of you about what I do and where I go and where I actually take my vacations, and I'll actually be putting in some humor inside of it as well. And I'm also working on a sketch show called The Terrance Hour, which I still am on continuation to work with. It's just that I've lost track of time to work on some sketches that I've been so busy with my entertainment company Taz International that I actually lost track of it. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the show Wrestling Fanboy. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to work on some insults towards WWE superstars, divas, and I'm also going to be doing some stuff with making fun of pro wrestlers from local shows like PCW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, and WWE. But most of all, I will also be doing humorous stuff on my channel now, which will actually become more of a blog. And also, I will be talking a lot about stuff that's actually going on in today's world. And it may have something to do with Donald Trump. Sometimes it'll have to do something with politics, but you know, that's how it goes. But yeah, I'm also going to be working on some sketches in the process and some tell you stories about the stuff that goes on around the Terrence Smith universe. But get back to what I was saying about myself. I am Terrence Smith. I was born March 21st, 1993 in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and my I was raised in Watertown, New York. I moved down to Columbia, South Carolina when I was like 6 years old, around 5, 6 years old. But I was raised by a military father and a stay-at-home mom with two brothers and two sisters, and I've also am a huge guy that have a huge mind of an entrepreneur, and I also love to have everything for myself, like business wise. Like I've always wanted to actually own my own business and try to work on clothes and toys, movies, anything in particular that I could get my hands on. Like that's how why I started Taz International, so I can actually do what needs to be done. Like I'm all it's also a label as well since I've left Taz Radio. Since I've left Taz Radio, I've also worked on like uh, some new ideas for my label for Taz International, where I can actually have models, actors, rappers, singers. Like before, when I had Taz Radio, it was really different. It was really different because I just did like music and that was it. It was nothing to it. And really, the label just started to get sour and it started to get too boring for me. So I wanted to jump to a new thing. So I started on YouTube around 2009 with my first beat. It was called "The Time Around Spring Season." At first, I had a rocky start, but until I met like Ethereal Universe, that's when I actually got jumped up to the big boys. And when I was in high school, I started doing the news show where I started to become more of a popular guy. Although I was single, but I was still a guy that people would always come to. And really, at the time that I was in high school, there were a lot of uh, sour things going on. Like I was always, I had pain, I had suffered from loneliness, depression, anxiety, and despair. And overall, I was always this guy that didn't fit in anywhere. But truth is, you do fit in somewhere in life. And you may not have people appreciate you at times, but one day that whole thing will change. And really, I feel like I will go as far as I can with acting. I'm actually trying to go further with it, and really working here on YouTube is actually helping me so far with what I want to do with it. Overall, if you want to see more of my page, just go on my page and just check me out. By the way, I'm gonna work on a video for an open challenge against Austin Creed just to face him in Tekken 7 or in Street Fighter. Just so you know, I will be looking for you, Austin Creed. Peace.